My name is Brad Gollahue. My name is Brad Gollahue. I live in Boca Raton, Florida.
And what type of Mercedes do you have?
I drive a 1999 Mercedes C43 AMG. It's got the 55 swap in it as well, from a 2003 CLK 55.
Why this particular model?
My first car was a 96 C220, and I really liked the car. It was my mom's first car. I took great care of it. And then when it was time for that car to be passed down to my sister when she was ready to drive, I wanted the same car with maybe a little bit more power. And then I found out about the AMG model, and I looked for a couple months until I found a good one, and that was it.
Why do you enjoy driving that model?
Oh man, that is such a small, like a 99 C-Class is such a small car. And then when you throw in a 5.4 liter V8 with a limited slip rear end, it's a great little car to putt around town in, you know. I go drag racing a lot, and I hold my own with a lot of newer cars in that little C-Class.
Okay. What have you learned by having having a relationship with Pierre?
Pierre's been great because I was a dealership technician for a good while, and then I was approached to work on a private collection of Classic Mercedes Benz, but I had never really worked on Classic Mercedes Benz, so Pierre's been here kind of teaching me a lot of the classic car tricks, you know, with timing chains, with diagnosing a lot of the classic car issues and things to look out for.
So Bradley, why do you have an interest in Mercedes Benz?
I mean, they're just so well built. I've worked on everything from Toyota, Porsche, you know, Mercedes, Maserati, and time again, you know, they're just better built cars. Having to work on BMWs where there's just a mess of hoses everywhere, everything breaks on you, it's plastic, it's brittle, and then you step into Mercedes Benz and you know why they did something. You can look at it and say, man, this really makes sense. I enjoy having to tear this down because it's nice, easy, there's plenty of room, everything's well thought out.
And why does your particular model, Mercedes Benz, how does it complement your personality?
It's such a cool, understated car. If you don't know what you're looking at, it's a 99 C-Class. No one would pay you a second thought. But then when you get on it and they hear 5.4 liters of AMG coming up behind them, everybody knows you mean business. It's such a cool little car. I think that really complements my personality because, you know, it's weird, it's quirky, and it's got a lot of power behind it.
Okay. Brad, anything else you want to add that we didn't ask you about your experience here working with Pierre? You mentioned that you're here to learn, but
Pierre's an amazing teacher. I mean, just being around him, he's got so many little helpful tips and tricks on working on older cars that nobody would even thought about. You know, he's got all these years of experience, and it's just so helpful to be here learning from him, you know, before I go back to my job down south. Really grateful for it.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for taking out the time
Absolutely.
to speak with us, man. Okay.
Absolutely. Thank you.
You're welcome.